Well, I have said from the very, very beginning that if you actually look at what each and every one of us as an American citizen wants from our government, from our country, 90% to 95% are identical. And this is a prime example of what's going on right now. The Republicans had an act that they put together a long time ago. Remember, they were going after Nancy Pelosi for stock trading and insider stock trading. So they actually named this act, this Stock Trading Act, to prevent them from trading stocks, the Pelosi Act, which was GOP originally called it. It's to find the oranges of the bill that was being fought about right now today. So this was actually renamed to the Honest Act. What its purpose is to block the president, the vice president, the spouses, and the children of everybody, Congress, Senate, the whole nine yards, from buying and selling or holding on to certain types of investments, especially stocks. The new representatives will have 90 days to sell all of their existing assets and basically, walk away from everything. Now, I hate to say this, and I grit my teeth, Josh Hawley, who's one of the... and Gary Peters are the two Republicans that actually put this up. Granted, it was to go after Pelosi, and it's been a little bit tweaked since then, but that's the purpose of it. Now, all of the sudden, one of the richest people in the Congress and Senate, Rick Scott. Remember Rick Scott? He's the gentleman from Florida that in the first Trump administration, he was the guy who was so highly qualified in the cabinet. He was put in charge of our entire nuclear arsenal. And when he came to the table, because Trump only hires the best people, he had a degree in animal husbandry. Well, that same guy was also the CEO of this private healthcare company who had the largest fraud case in Medicare history, $1.7 billion in Medicare fraud. Yeah, that was Rick Scott. Well, now he's in government, used to be in charge. Well, that guy, he spoke out against this rule going through, this regulation going in. So he's trying to block it from happening. So the Congress and Senate and, Trump and all of his happy band of idiots have to divest and divulge what they own and get rid of it, like Jimmy Carter had to on his peanut farm, all the way back to what the emoluments clause is supposed to be. Now, just imagine how unhappy Trump will be in his job if it's just getting paid what he's supposed to only be getting paid. January 1st, he made over $40 billion from one meme coin. Anyway, so that is now going through Senate. It is going through Congress. It is a bill that needs to pass, and everybody on both sides of the aisle should not argue about whether or not that bill needs to pass. They should not argue that that should not become a regulation. That should be something every single person should be held to. Every single one of my Republican friends have bitched about that exact thing, naming everyone from Pelosi to every Democrat, absurdly forgetting about the whole Republican side of the aisle that does the same, if not more. But anyway, yeah, that's a big thing, right? So everyone should be behind this. Because everyone should be behind this, how about this? As Americans, as United States citizens, not parties, not anything. As United States citizens, this is a good bill. We want this through. So pick up the damn phone, put America first, and instead of typing that extra insult, telling people they don't know what they're talking about and telling them all that rude stuff you do, put half that energy into contacting your senator, your congressperson, and say, yo, dude, I hired you, and you're not voting for stopping this. This bill needs to happen. We want this to happen, period. If you don't vote to let this bill happen, you are fired. That is your job, Americans. That's your job. You like that bill? You want to stop them from trading stocks while they're in the position to manipulate the cost of the stocks? I thought that was only for cryptocurrency company owners and, people who own online media companies from shell corporations. Anyway, we need to recognize where the game actually is and what we can actually stop and what we can't. And we need to work together to stop what we need to. We're united.